Hello everyone, welcome to another video. On this video, I'm going to show you the basic HTTP call on Angular. So let's begin. So on this video, I'm using the API for call a Picsum API, and basically this is all the lorem pics. Similarly, like a lorem text, and they have like the lorem Picsum, which will give you a bunch of the picture just to test it. So I'm gonna use these for my today's project. So let's begin. So I already have the Angular project here. I created this Angular project using the Angular CLI. Angular CLI. I follow the same the command which is provided by the Angular team here. And this is my startup project, which is I am running on localhost 4200, and this is my the UI. Okay, so the first thing what I want to do is I want to go to that HTML and I'm going to remove that all the HTMLs and I'll just put here the test. All right. So once I save this, now it's supposed to give me a test here, which is okay. So the first thing what I want to do is I want to add some CSS here, and I'm going to use this the Bootstrap CSS. So I'll just grab the Bootstrap CSS just to make the life a little easier and faster to show you guys. So I have added the Bootstrap CSS and I'm gonna add the nav. So I'm gonna copy the nav from the Bootstrap as well. I'll put it here. So now I have a nav. Okay, so navbar it has the image here for Bootstrap, which I don't want. I want the navbar has couple of this. So I'm gonna use this. It doesn't even matter. So I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna make this a little bigger, hide this, no need for this one. I don't need this form. I don't need this. I'll remove the things which I don't need it here for this demo. So okay, cool. So I just need this much of the div from the Bootstrap and I have a navbar home link here. I don't even need this and I will just use the home and this is going to be a big sum, all right? And I'm going to use a little routing here. This is Angular routing here. It doesn't have any path on this one, so I'm only using the simple project. I'm only building for simple projects, so my route gonna be very simple here. And the first is that I need to provide a path. What is my path is? So path is going to be a Picsum here. On Picsum path, I'm gonna pass the component called Picsum component, which I haven't created, but I'm gonna create it now component. So I'll just give me, I know that's gonna give me an error. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my terminal and okay, I am in toolset, right? So I'm gonna generate a new component here. So nd generate ngGC, which is gonna be generate me a component here. I'm gonna generate a Picsum component. So I'll just write a Picsum here. So once I write it down, so it's gonna generate me a component called Picsum component. Here it is. And if I go for the TS file, it's going to be a Picsum. So I'm going to put that Picsum and I'll put it here. Okay, I need to import it. I import it, which is showing on the top here. So now I have imported already on my route. And another route is going to be if there is a nothing, then it is supposed to go to my app component, which is the home component. It's going to be very basic now. So now I'll go back to the my app.ts file. I'll just delete everything here. On my app.ts, I'm going to give a router outlet because outlet will derive all my the route in Angular. So here it is. So on this one, it doesn't even matter in the home. I just put it like this, but in Picsum, I will change this to link. Oh, not link, sorry. Yeah, I will put this as a router link here. And on the router link, I will use the Picsum here. And I don't need a class. No, I need a class just to show. I don't need this href here. And basically, yeah, I don't need this current span, right? So I put a router link. So if I click it here, the Picsum works with showing here. If I click it the home, it goes back to the home, right? So this is what I needed for this one. So now I have already a Picsum here. So I need to load my data. So to load all the data, first I need to create a services. So I will create a services here. Create a services in Angular, there is a command. It's ng generate service, and the service. What is the service name we're gonna provide, right? It should be inside the services folder, and the service is going to be Picsum. Picsum services. All right. So it's going to be generating me a Picsum service. Before while it's generating a Picsum service, I'll grab this API link. I already have the API, which will give me the eight of the object from the Picsum here, which is in the array. So I'm going to use that. It will give me a list of that. So now I think I already have a services created. Here it is, and this is my services, and this is injectable on the root, so I don't have to do any inject on the app.modules anywhere else. So I'm just gonna use the get Picsum here. Uh, so I'll create a new function here called get Picsum, but I need to use a HTTP HTTP client here. So I will create the HTTP client instance, and I will put the HTTP client here. And okay, I need to import this. It doesn't know where to import it. So I'll import it here as HTTP client, and I will import this from Angular and Angular, and that's going to be a common, and that's going to be HTTP here. So now I have a HTTP, so I can use this. So before I use this, I need to also put in models. I'm gonna do that give, after this. So I'll just put it here. So here I'll just put this guy, and this going to be here. And after that, it will return me an observable. So I need to provide an observable here, and this is going to be any of the observables. It's expecting a return. That's why it's giving me an error. Now I'm returning this guy, and I need to also use the provide the HTTP module on my app.module, because it require the HTTP client module to use the HTTP on services. Okay, it's giving me an error. It's the exact same import, except HTTP client's module should be here. Okay, now I have it here, which is okay. So I can use this now. So now I'll directly go to my Picsum here. So in Picsum now I'm going to use that, and it is going to be get images. So I'll get the images, and I'll use that service, the Picsum service, and I need to provide a dependency injection here. So I will use a Picsum service, and that's going to also coming from Picsum service. It doesn't give me the way it's coming from, so I'll just copy this to make sure it's good. Okay, so now I will go and import that where it's coming from. Angular doesn't, we need to provide that. So I'll put that in from, so it's coming from the service folder. So yep, so I'll have to go to the service folder, and here it is. So once I provide, so now I could use this here. So I'll use that, and I will get the images, and I'll just do subscribe, and I will just print out the images first. So let me check my images here on console. So I'll just use this, and I need to also provide this on ng on init. So once I did this, now I will just go here, inspect, and I will see that I can see my data here or not. So I already see my data here. Now I only need to put this data on a view on HTML, and I will use definitely the two-way binding. And for that, I'm going to use the Picsum here. And on this Picsum, I will create as an observable, and this would be the any. Instead of the any, we need to provide the interfaces of the object which we are coming and make it as an array. But I'll just put a any for this time, and I'm gonna close this, and now I will return this uh, in Picsum. So PIC, and we could use this observable Picsum directly on a view for using the async syntax. So here I will create the a div with the row and the div with the call, and the call is going to be maybe 4 4, and I will use the ng4 here. So ng4, so it's going to repeat every time uh, in in Picsum, and this is I'll put a pipe here and it's async. All right. Oh, sorry, I think it's not in, it's off. Yep, it's off. So now I will put here the first thing is coming as a image. So I'll use the card here. So div card. Oh, sorry, it's card, and inside the image, I will use the I dot. What would be the image? The image is, I guess, download URL. So I'll use I.download URL, and the source is coming from Angular data. So we need to wrap this with a bracket here. So, and another one I will put as a h4, and it's going to be the author of the image, and I will use here the curly bracket, double curly bracket, and I dot author. So once I save it now it's already give me the author here, but it doesn't print me this one, the image. Oh, it's painting, but it's pretty slow. So what I need is I need a couple of class here. So I'll just use as an image cover, I guess. The class name I need to put here dot, and the class name image is way height is going to be maybe 200 pixel, and width is 100%, and the object fit I want it to cover. So okay, so I'll just copy this one and I will use as the my class here, and I don't need the alt here. So I'll just delete this and I'll just close this. Now I can see my image here. It's painting, but it's a little slow, but it's painting here. All right. If I go in my home, if I click in my home, then it has blank, nothing. But if I go in my Picsum, it will bring me my Picsum and it will give me this of the array. So the last thing what I want is I want little nicer here. So I'll put little container class here. So it will give me little padding and it will give me this one. All right, guys, this is that's all for this video, and this is going to be very the basic of the HTTP client module using in Angular, and I'm gonna put this code in a GitHub as well. And thank you very much for watching. And if you have guys ever have any questions, please comment down below. And bye for now.